We all love a juicy ribeye on the grill. That one's for sure. But have you ever had your ribeye coated in a delicious espresso dry rub? It's time to fire up the grill and cook some steak, baby. Let's learn how to make a delicious coffee rubbed ribeye. And who knows, maybe we'll even eat some steak too.
Hey friends, Vince here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a recipe that incorporates my two favorite things, coffee and some good old-fashioned steak. So I like to make steak at least a few times a week, and usually I just do salt and pepper, but today we're kicking it up a notch. We're going to do a coffee rub right from scratch, so stay with us. Friends, if you haven't already, I ask that you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I make delicious videos every single week. So my favorite way to do steak is usually just whipping up a little salt and pepper on both sides, throw it on the grill. What else do you need, right? But even me, I like to switch it up once in a while, and that's why we're going to be doing this espresso rubbed ribeye. It's going to be delicious. It's got a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of chipotle. You're going to love it, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do, I got these little petite ribeyes. It's about a pound of meat between the two of them, so each one's about 0.4, 0.5. We're going to take these out, let them get up to room temperature, just like any other steak we do. We want to make sure that when we throw it on the grill that, you know, it's not cold, because otherwise if it's cold when it goes right on the grill, you know, you're not going to get the nice char and that crust that you're looking for. So
Let's get started with whipping up our dry rub. So to start, I got 2 tablespoons of espresso. You want to use a coffee that you like to drink. We also have some garlic powder and some onion powder, some paprika, and some chipotle, black pepper, and brown sugar. As always, guys, in the description below, I have all the ingredients and exactly what you need. So if you want measurements of all the spices, just look directly below. We're going to grab a small bowl and we're going to put everything together. We're going to grab a spoon or a whisk and we're just going to mix everything on up. If you got little clumps of brown sugar, you want to make sure to mix that in and get everything nice and smooth.
we already took our ribeye steaks out of the fridge, and before we whip up our espresso rub, we're just going to salt it on both sides. Make sure to rub it in. I like doing this because it gives a little bit more control over how much salt we get on the meat. And the last thing I want to do is have a ton of coffee grinds and all this other stuff on my steak and it's not salted properly. So, you know, rub it all in and then it's time for our rub.
All right, now that our steak's been salted liberally, we're going to grab that delicious espresso rub and we're just going to coat it generously. We want to get both sides. We want to make sure to get every nook and cranny. I know when you're watching this, it might seem like a lot of coffee for your steak, but I'm telling you, it's going to come together beautifully. The flavors in the brown sugar and the chipotle really counteract the bitterness of the coffee, and it's just a delicious steak that you're never going to forget. Once your steak's covered on each and every side, set it aside and fire up the grill. It's time to get going.
All right, y'all, so we're going to give these ribeyes anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours to absorb all the flavor from the rub. We're going to fire up our grill, and then it's time to cook.
Now, we want to be a little bit careful here because we don't want that sugar on our steak to burn. So it's going to get nice, delicious char marks really quickly. For a nice medium rare, we're talking just a few minutes on each side for a steak like this. As always, when you take your steak off the grill, make sure to give it at least a few minutes to rest.
All right, it's time for the most exciting part. Let's see how we did. We've given these espresso rub ribeyes a little bit of time to rest. So let's just get right after it. Look at the crust on that, baby. There we go. And as we get in the middle, we got that beautiful pink that we're going for.
And that's how to make a delicious coffee rub ribeye.
All right, we're trying something new today. It's a beautiful day outside. Spring's come, so we're eating outside. Hopefully it's a nice change of pace. I'm gonna get right after it. Cheers, guys. Oh, wow. Mop up a little bit of the extra on the board. Never a bad idea. I was actually expecting almost an overwhelming coffee flavor. And while you do taste it, it's actually a lot more subtle than you would expect with how much we use. And honestly, that's perfect because we're not looking for, we're not looking to get punched in the face with coffee. We're looking for, something that adds to the flavor of the ribeye. A coffee rub steak, I definitely use a cut like a ribeye, something that has a little bit more fat, because the flavor of the fat actually goes really well with this rub. I don't think I would ever do something like this with like a sirloin or a filet, but something like a ribeye that's got a lot of fat, you get, the caramelization from a little bit of that brown sugar and the espresso. It's great, guys. Cheers, guys.
Thanks for watching. I hope to earn your subscription. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found value from it.